The ball is in the hands of Mel Brown, as he quickly surveys the court and finds his teammate Deas. Deas receives the pass, but immediately hits the deck under pressure from the defense. Meanwhile, Pete establishes his presence in the baseline area, showcasing the fundamental positioning that has made him such a valuable player this season. However, Jacobson is right there for the offensive rebound, showing great court awareness as he sticks the ball back in for 2 points. Wettorn comes charging in to retrieve possession for his team, displaying the hustle and determination that coaches love to see. But it's Fury who catches everyone's attention with a spectacular left-handed floater that drops beautifully through the net. This creative finish from Jacob Fury demonstrates the skill level he developed while playing in the Asia Cup qualifiers with the senior national team earlier this year. As Pete methodically lays the ball in off a perfect bounce pass, we see Brown attempting a deep three-pointer that falls short of its target. Nick Jamina's arrival brings instant offense, and scouts are already buzzing about his potential, saying he could be a one-and-done prospect out of Duke, even considering the incredible level of talent that Duke will have on their roster next year. The action continues to intensify as Pete catches the ball, drives aggressively to the basket, and scores while drawing contact for an and-one opportunity. Johnson uses his strength effectively, leaning into his defender and putting the ball in the basket off a well-executed screen. The defensive response includes a step-back long 2-point attempt that gets blocked, showing the defensive intensity on both sides. Manquit gets himself out of a difficult position and drives hard to the basket, laying it in with authority while the crowd erupts in appreciation. They need to make something happen quickly, and they rise up to hit a difficult baseline jumper that goes in for Luke Fennell, showing the kind of clutch shooting that keeps games competitive. However, Dickinson loses control of the ball, and it goes up ahead to Bansa in what becomes a fast break opportunity that has everyone looking out for what's coming next. The United States team is looking to run in transition once again, with Smith looking for an opportunity to find Dare Final, who throws the ball into the paint and goes up strong, putting it in with authority. Jack Whitford beats the buzzer with a clutch shot that brings the quarter to a dramatic conclusion, showing the kind of composure and skill that makes basketball such an exciting sport to watch. McCoy attempts a triple that spins tantalizingly around the rim before falling out. This divided focus might explain some of the inconsistency we've seen in his play tonight, though he still manages to grab strong rebounds when given the opportunity. With 5 seconds left on the shot clock, Swifa will attempt a contested shot, but it comes up too strong, hitting the rim and bouncing away. But Jimena is perfectly positioned for the offensive rebound and putback, keeping the possession alive and adding crucial points to the scoreboard. The crowd erupts in appreciation for this lightning-fast sequence. The substitution brings Maiden into the game for the first time, and he immediately finds Salipa with a well-placed pass. Unfortunately for his team, Johnson wasn't quite ready for the pass, allowing Fennell to take the ball away and create a scoring opportunity for his squad. Meanwhile, Morez Johnson works inside against 4 defenders who come crashing in, creating a chaotic scene in the paint. Johnson clears the rebound, and Jasper Johnson penetrates into the paint. The follow-up play sees Morez Johnson absolutely punishing the rim with a thunderous dunk that brings the score to 42-21 in favor of the United States. Despite the heavy defensive pressure, he manages a step-back triple that's on the way. And not only does it go in, but he draws a foul in the process. Jasper Johnson now has a chance at a rare 4-point play, adding extra drama to an already intense moment. His energy and skill are setting the tone for this entire matchup. His statistics from that tournament were remarkable, averaging 6.1 assists per game, showcasing his ability to be both a scorer and a facilitator for his teammates. Jordan Smith capitalizes with his second bucket of the game. And this 5-star recruit out of Paul VI, the Washington, D.C. native, is making his presence felt. Moving inside the paint, we see Swifa making his presence known with an impressive display of athleticism. This run is building momentum and putting pressure on the opposing team to respond quickly. This gives Capit a chance at a crucial 3-point play, and he already has an impressive 68 points on his stat sheet. The coaching staff makes a substitution, bringing in a fresh player, creating a 7-point difference between the two competing lineups. Pete continues his dominant performance, attacking the rim with authority, using his right hand to score off the glass with precision and power. What an absolutely phenomenal start we're witnessing from Capit tonight. Roman Suifa delivers an early poster-worthy dunk that has the crowd on their feet. Trying to follow up on the momentum he built with the U7 World Cup team last year. Off the bench comes Jamamina, who connects on a beautiful triple shot, marking his first bucket since entering the game. The intensity builds as players go up strong to the basket, though not every attempt finds its mark. The shot attempts continue to fly as Holt clears the defensive board and Manquit gets the ball up court. Manquit continues to be a force in this game, and when we think about Morez Johnson, you can see he's incredibly physical down low in the post. Enter Emmett Adair, wearing number 13 in green. He has a versatile stretch for who can operate on the attack from multiple positions. The result is a rim-rattling shot in transition from Ajay Bansa that extends the lead to 11 points, marking the largest lead of the game for the United States team so far. Daniels demonstrates excellent court vision as he kicks the ball out with 5 seconds left on the shot clock for Australia. Back on the other end, Pete backs down against Malu in the post and makes a smart drop-off pass to Smith, who puts it in with ease, making it look almost too easy down there for Jordan Smith. Daniels brings the ball up court, but gets his shot attempt rejected by Pete in a display of excellent defensive timing. With time running down in the first quarter, Whitford makes his mark on the game. As we transition into the second quarter, we see players handling the ball with increased responsibility. The rebound is initially secured by Pete, but there's an interesting subplot here. Supa seems like he's still not fully focused on basketball, as his rugby career continues to shine and demand his attention. Pete continues to be a force as he surveys the court, gets to the rim with determination, and spins the ball off Smith for another scoring opportunity. The response comes immediately from Murphy as he provides the answer his team needs. The pace picks up significantly as we witness a quick turnover that leads directly to a bucket for Johnson, showing how quickly momentum can shift in basketball. However, the defensive intensity remains high, and Morez Johnson finds his shot attempt rejected and sent back with authority. The ball movement continues as Salipa gets ripped away by Smith, who starts swinging the ball around the court, looking for the perfect bounce pass opportunity. Fennell lines up for a three-point attempt, but it hits off the rim. But Jack Noon responds immediately for his team, going down low and slamming the ball in with tremendous force, refusing to let his team fall too far behind. The defensive schemes begin to shift as Stokes switches onto Final, and a double team comes to apply pressure. Stokes manages to rip the ball away and clear for takeoff in what becomes a spectacular fast break opportunity. Tyron Stokes finds himself defended by Brown, but now Daniels steps in, and this is exactly where Dash Daniels excels as an elite defender. His reputation precedes him, and Stokes drives to the basket, rising up against the solid defensive presence that Daniels provides. Alex Dickens shows his ability to finish off the glass, demonstrating the versatility and skill that makes him such a valuable player for his team. Australia responds on the other end with Murphy making a catch-and-shoot attempt. And he connects beautifully, showing the kind of shot-making ability that keeps teams competitive, even when facing significant deficits. The clock shows just 10 seconds remaining for Australia as they trail by 12 points. Putting them in a crucial position where every possession matters, Non sends it back with authority, and Australia maintains control of the possession, looking to build on their momentum. From the left wing, a triple attempt hits the front iron. But Pete is right there for the rebound, showing his consistent effort on the glass. Deansa positions himself on the left wing as Brown lines up for another attempt, and this time he connects beautifully on a deep three-pointer for Mel Brown, extending the lead even further. The action in the paint continues as Brown tries to feed the ball inside, but his pass gets rejected. Getting downhill and scoring becomes the theme as players attack the basket aggressively. But his shot attempt gets blocked by Johnson, showing the defensive prowess that has been a hallmark of this game. Brown fires ahead for Defensa, who lays it in smoothly. And now we're looking at a massive 25-point lead, the largest of the game so far. Fury continues to weave through the defense, floating the ball up and putting it in beautifully off the glass, demonstrating the finesse that Jacob Fury brings to the game. Daniels continues to call out the defensive assignments, showing his leadership qualities and basketball IQ. Roman Sois is showcasing the physicality down low that makes him such a difficult matchup, using his strength and positioning to create scoring opportunities even against tough defensive pressure. Murphy attempts another three-pointer, but this time it gets blocked by Johnson, showing how the defensive intensity can shift momentum even when teams are making good offensive decisions. Pete positions himself at the top of the key, takes one confident step inside the arc, fires his shot, and hits it cleanly, adding to his impressive scoring total. Here comes America in transition, looking to capitalize on the defensive stop. Jordan Smith misses his initial attempt, but Brown manages to get the ball across court with 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. The degree of difficulty on that shot was extremely high, making it all the more impressive when it goes in. Coming out of the Australia timeout, we see Dash Daniels working with Jacob Fury, trying to implement whatever strategy they discussed during the break. Deas switches onto the play and attempts a three-pointer that spins tantalizingly around the rim before falling out. AJ Defensa makes it 79-66 as Witter heads toward potential foul trouble. The final minute sees Fury dancing around Pete, getting to his signature runner and dropping it in beautifully. But Swifa is there for the offensive rebound and put back, keeping the possession alive. With Australia employing a zone defense, Pete gets his shot blocked on the second effort, finishing with 16 points on 6-4-9 shooting from the field. That spectacular defensive play brings the third quarter to its conclusion. The nice feed from Dash Daniels sets up Gach Malou perfectly for 2 more points, demonstrating the kind of team basketball that wins games. With America having held their largest lead of the game at 25 points at one point, though it's now down to 13. His communication and court awareness are helping organize his team's defensive efforts as they try to contain the opposing offense. Sweeper rounds the arc with confidence and executes a beautiful finger roll that spins perfectly into the basket for Roman Swifa, bringing the crowd to its feet with appreciation for this skillful display. Dickinson makes his move, going straight to the basket with determination, but he couldn't quite lay it in cleanly. He stops Brown from advancing and gets the ball back, then connects on a crucial three-pointer that helps his team maintain their lead. The ball movement continues as they skip a pass inside for Fury, who lays it in with finesse. They need quick scoring, and Murphy provides exactly that, with a three-point splash that gives his team a much-needed boost. Here come the United States in transition, looking to capitalize on the missed opportunity. Johnson attempts a three-pointer at the buzzer, but it falls left and short of the target. Though 6 of Deas's 8 points have already come from the free throw line, showing his ability to get to the line and convert under pressure. Score stands at 55-37 just 2 minutes into the third quarter, indicating the kind of run that the United States has been on. The spectacular play continues as Johnson receives a lob pass and finishes with a thunderous slam that energizes the entire arena. The intensity of the spin moves and contact plays continues as players take on defenders, though not every attempt results in points. Sipa manages to keep the ball in bounds on a second effort. This lead prompts Australia to call a timeout. It's hoping to regroup and find a way to stem this incredible run. Suipa steps into his shot with confidence and puts it in, showing the kind of individual effort that can help chip away at large deficits. On the other end, Fury pushes the pace for Australia, who are still trailing by 20 points. Johnson responds immediately for his team, but back comes the defense as Daniels faces a double team and manages to get rid of the ball under pressure. Everything looks good for Mandquit except for the finish, as Mating Kwani slams on the brakes to avoid a collision. Suipa drives hard to the cup and draws contact for an and-one opportunity. Salipa continues to impress with his ball handling skills, dancing his way to the basket and executing a tough move that results in 2 points for Roman Sipa. Jamina thought about taking a quick shot, but instead decides to attack the basket, drawing a foul in the process as Brown walks the ball up court to set up the next play. Dickinson brings the ball up top and tries to get to the right side of the court, but Brown is there with excellent defense to block the attempt. Brown shows off his ball handling skills, dancing with the basketball before laying it up, but his shot gets rejected at the rim. Deansa creates a turnover with aggressive defense, taking the ball away from his opponent. Daniels works against Brown in the post, showing his versatility as he finds Malu inside for an easy score. A cross pass to Johnson gets stuffed, leading to a foul situation involving Swifa. As we head into the final minutes, Deansa looks out for his teammates and finds AJ for a crucial basket. Johnson works in the post but gets stripped by Witcher, while Sipa drives to the bucket for 2 points and a foul. The United States handles their business in their first game, winning 88-73 over Australia, in an impressive team performance that showcased their depth and talent.